Hello, my name is Simon and welcome to AFC Bournemouth Analysis. Here's my take on our last gasp victory at Burnley. It was yet another game where we came back to get points. I believe that's 21 in total, which is nearly half of our 44 points we got at the end. So it came back from behind, which is incredible. It was great to see Wilson score at the death. Obviously hasn't scored since January and he's looked completely shot of confidence, but he took the chance really well. Really unselfish play from Defoe. It was also good to see Mings back in the team. It looked like he got injured after the hour mark or so, but fortunately it was just an attacking substitution, which were pretty much perfectly played by Howe. He brought on Gosling, he brought on Defoe, and he brought on Wilson, and they all made a huge difference in turning the tide of the game. So that was great to see. And finally, Emerson Hyndman made his Premier League debut and looked relatively assured. He looked a bit nervous at the start and he gave the ball away a bit, maybe too much, so maybe a loan spell next season would be the best course of action for him. But it was good to see him get minutes because we signed him 2 years ago and we've barely seen him, so it was good to see him on the pitch. Yet again we don't put in a 90-minute display. The first half was rather lacklustre to say the least. Burnley are a hard-working outfit, but I think if you've got a bit of attacking quality about you, which I think we do, you should come out on top. And in that first half we just didn't really look at the races. But fortunately we turned it around in the second half, and I think we're a better footballing side than they are. They've obviously had an amazing season, and that's because of a great defence, well organised, a defence we can only dream of. So they're definitely something to aspire to in terms of how they've gone against the odds, but I don't think playing like them will make our fans particularly happy. It wouldn't make me happy. Obviously if we could improve our defence like them, that would be a start. I think Paul Tierney, the referee, had quite a poor game, let Burnley get away with quite a few niggly fouls, but most tellingly of all, there was a definite penalty on Josh King in the second half, which he missed. The refereeing has just been quite poor for everyone across all levels. I don't know if VR is the right answer, but that was the worst moment for me. It's a stonewall penalty. I think he was pretty much right in front of it, so he should have seen it. But somehow he didn't. The best moment, obviously, I think it has to be Kevin Long's slip to let in Defoe, who then unselfishly put in Wilson to score his first goal since January. So that was a great way to end the game. It's a great way to end the season of what has been a strange season. But you can't argue with a last minute away win, and that means we had 4 away wins this season, which was one more than last season. So small improvements, can't complain. I got one contribution there on Facebook, and it was Justin Washburn, who said, "Thought the team played well and deserved the victory. As an American, I was excited to see Hyndman start, and I thought he did well in his Premier League debut. Looking forward to the summer changes and next season. I expect next season's relegation fight to be the toughest yet." Thanks for contributing from America. That's much appreciated. I agree. Emerson Hyndman, it was good to see him on. I don't think, to be honest, he's got the physical build to play in a midfield too. I know Howe likes to really ram that home. So I think we're either going to have to play midfield 5, or we're going to have to invest in a seriously physical midfielder. But if we do, I think it will be Lewis Cook over. Well, I know it will be Lewis Cook over Hyndman getting selected if we do go for 2 next season. So I thought we played okay in the second half. First half was a bit much of a muchness kind of game. Next season I think it might be tougher, but then again I think Huddersfield and Brighton will struggle again next season. I can't see them progressing in terms of being mid-table sides. I think Cardiff will really struggle from the Championship. I think Wolves will be okay, and then the other team, whoever comes up in the playoffs, is either Fulham, Villa or Middlesbrough. I think they'll all probably struggle, even Villa. I think next season will be interesting, but I think if we bring in the right players, we can establish ourselves in a mid-table position, hopefully again. Easier said than done, but I think Howe knows that he's got some real work on this summer to bring in some players and improve our squad. So So yeah, that's all for this video. I will be doing a video in the next week or so about summing up our season, and I want to hear from you, so do get involved on Twitter and Facebook. The URLs to AFCB Analysis on those social platforms is in this description, but it's also here in text form. So do watch out for my posts where I'm going to ask you what you think of the season, who you think your player of the season was, and then who your player of the season was that wasn't Nathan Ake. Yeah, and your favourite moments, so on and so forth. So yeah, it'd be good to get some great contributions from that. Or just let me know in the comments on this video, and they'll get included. So yeah, that's all for this video then. Thanks so much for watching, and up the cherries in all departments.